Budgie, Cindy here. I'm going to make a tutorial on how I created my duck pond toy. So someone requested it in the group and I just wanted to make a quick tutorial for her or him. Okay, so here's what we're going to use. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm getting used to my camera, so bear with me, guys. We're going to use a 12mm O-ring. You can use stainless steel or nickel plated. So I'm going to grab that. Then I've placed 6 total pony beads. So I'm going to take out of my little 6 pony beads. And what I did here, whoops, is I did one of each color. So just need to take a total of 6. Here we go. Put that on the side for now. Okay. Then we're going to need 2 zip ties. And this is actually the reason why I was asked to do this. We're using nylon cable ties. I purchased these at the Dollar Tree. It's $1, 8 inches, get 65 pieces. Locally, you can't beat the price. Anyway, so I'm gonna use 2 for the project. So put that on the side. Then we're going to use a rubber toy, ducky, that I also bought at the Dollar Tree. It actually comes 3 in a pack for $1. So I already used the one, so I'm gonna use another one for the project. It has an opening at the bottom, but we're gonna go ahead and place another opening at the very top for the zip tie. So I'm gonna place that on the side. And one more bead. Actually, I forgot that I had placed one. If you can see on the bottom. And I chose blue because I called it duck pond, so I figured, blue water. So actually it's a total of 7 pony beads. Then I actually thought that I had cut these anti-pill fleece strips. I bought a half a yard of anti-pill fleece at Joann Fabrics, and of course use my coupons. To be honest with you, it would be a lot easier if I had a cutting board and I had the proper tools to cut it straight, and would save a lot of time, but I don't at the moment, so I just used regular scissors to cut my strips. And I just basically eyeballed it. I did what I thought was half an inch, but actually I took out the measurement tape and it's more than half an inch. It's exactly 1 inch wide. Each strip, and it's approximately 10 inches long, give or take. So let me try to move this forward. I'm getting adjusted to the camera here. So the strips are 10 inches long, 1 inch wide. I used a total of 6 strips over here, and I'll show you how I lay them out. I basically just made a cross and tried to even it out. Something like that. Okay. And then you know what? I'm going to leave this part for last. First, we'll go ahead and insert the opening here. But before we do that, here's how you put the zip ties together, at least how I did it. If there's a better way, I'm not an expert. I'm open to better options. So I take the one zip tie, I just place it inside here, and I just see if you can see. I'm trying to find the camera here, and I just bring it to seal, and you see where there's a little opening for the O-ring split. I actually tried to place that inside Okay, so it's pretty tight. I don't know if you guys can see. You can also do the same with a C-clip. This is a different toy. You can kind of see, same scenario. If you don't have these, you can use the C-clips. Okay, so now that we have this together, then I'm going to go ahead and follow my process here. I'm just going to place one bead at a time. So I just took the variations the way it was really in the box. I'm a little nervous here, I apologize. And my nails are far too long. Gotta get them done. Okay, so here we have the 6 beads. I basically went with the yellow because, you know, the ducky's yellow, so I figured it kind of goes with the flow. Okay, so now we're going to place this down for just a minute. Now I'm going to use my handy Dremel. This is the biggest attachment that I have for it. This is gonna probably be a little bit tough to do on camera because normally I you know, have it lower so I can make a better hole, but it has an opening already, so I don't have to put that in the bottom, but I do the center. So here we go. Just slow it down a bit. No. Yeah. Okay, hope you were able to see that I was trying to steady my arms because for the camera I'm trying to figure out how to make it right. And I didn't put the speed too high, so usually if the speed is higher, when I make an opening on a toy, it tends to actually clean it for me, but in this case it didn't, so I'm just gonna clean it myself. Okay, so here we are. We have our duck, we have our zip tie, and our 12mm ring. Now what I'm going to do is push this through and maneuver my way into this opening. I hope you guys can see, and if I keep it somewhat steady, this is not exactly easy. It's kind of like, see if I can. Trying to maneuver these things here. Okay, that didn't work for me. The first time I did this, I basically just eyeballed it. Oh, come on, work with me here. On camera. Okay, I see the little zip tie. Here we go. Come on, you're almost there. Okay, we're gonna be here all night at this rate. I just made it in. Okay, you guys. Okay, almost there. I'm sure there are easier ways, but this is the way I did it. Complicating my life. Oh, finally. Here we go. See? Okay. And there you have it. My hole is a little bit too forward on this one, but that's okay. So, whoops. There's a ducky. See? Bottom. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and use this as our guide. We're going to go ahead and place an opening. I'm going to use this tool that came with my little tool packet, my jewelry tool packet. And basically, you know, pop a hole through. all these things. Just push it in so it has a big enough little hole. So now I'm just following the same pattern, kind of like a cross. I think the last time I pushed them all through, but I struggled because it was pretty tight to push through all the fleece. And again, I'm guessing there are better ways, but this is just the way I put this toy together, so. Sorry, I got out of camera mode here. Okay, so this is the last strip. And just move it around, make sure it looks good. Whoops, sorry, I keep getting out of camera angle. Okay, so now that you can see what I've done here, I'm going to place a pony bead. Okay, and I just did that really to tighten everything up here. Make sure everything's tight. So you push it up, you know, not too tight, but tight enough that there's no beads moving or no clear view to the actual zip tie. Now, well, I keep doing that, sorry. Now, oops, I'm trying to show you guys. I'm going to push that down. Okay, this is my second zip tie. You'll know if it's going in because you'll hear a snap. Look, listen. See, I did it wrong, so now I know I go the other way. There you go. So now I've got, oh, why do I keep doing that? Now I've got my second zip tie with the toy. So what I'm gonna do is push, make sure you guys can see. Push this all the way down, tight, okay? Before I cut off the second, I want to just make sure, oh, I pushed it a little too much, so now my toy is like kind of too in, but it's still okay, you know, for me anyways. But you know, if you were going to do it for other reasons or you want it to look right, like this one, don't push it so high in, you see. But anyways, so you just push it in. This is tight, you know, it's safe. Now I take my cutters and I go in and cut the second. I go in really tight, X's. There's the, now the zip tie is tight. Now I'm not placing anything else down here, so I'm going to cut this, the first one also. And there you have it. Duck pond. There it is. My camera angle. Duck pond. Okay guys, hope you like it, hope you enjoyed it. If this is my first time making a video, by the way, so I struggle a little bit with the technicality here and I ran out of storage space, but I hope you like it. Let me know what you think, and if there are better ways to, you know, make this kind of toy, I'm all ears. Thank you, and you have a great night.